I just ate a mandarin, which contained healthy energy. I shouldn't say about the Chinese version because it's me. I've already stolen it. Name is forbidden. It is already solved in this video. The Japanese girls I like. I once looked at a map. I have a secret pedophile technology I developed in an earlier stage of my life. In the last 3 years, I had a sacred name that I will not mention here. Do not look into it unless I say so. I had a technology using a phone looking at a map. And I was using my SciTech to check pedophile energies and centers. Why pedophile? Because I was sued by a young chica in Colombia. He said pedophile in great letters. I said, I'm not pedophile, I'm just fuck with young girls. Then I said, it must contain some secret, big letters. So I started to investigate, and hence the 3 years of practice. During the 3 years of hard practice, every day, I've reached at some point this technology of looking at the map. I found army bases, secret base camps, pedophile circle, like Hollywood style. For example, just to begin with, this is wholly another project. I shouldn't discuss here, it's much more powerful earthwise. I will make another video separately, another series of videos discussing this area of my life, but just the technology, what I did in Japan. I was looking at the best place, looking at the cities in Japan, looking and some high level agency helping me to collect, looking at the cities or collect myself. But let's say the camps, for example, in Hungary, in Hármashatárhegy, is a small mountain. I found secret UFO base, Chinese made, with my genes. My sperm was used to create amateur versions of myself, or change versions of myself, alternate versions. A huge amount in a laboratory, and they would cook me and eat my brains or something, like eat my internal organs and make products. That's the vision I've had when I was looking there. It may not be exactly that place, but the time between I've realized that place and I had the vision was close. So close. I was looking at the place, I've seen the visions of, not visions, I've seen the idea of having copies of me. And they would change me and sometimes kill me. And the next one would have my memory and believe that it is the same person. It could be an alternate version. So the one that dies doesn't know. Something like that. It's some very strong stuff that my parents are taking part of, that I do not like that much. But those clones are pretty exciting. As I looked into it, pretty evil. Some of them were controlled. Just as an example, laboratory. My parents. Another time, I was looking into my parents, and they were spies in a sense. And I don't want to give away power saying that they are spies. I would rather say I've created them in spiritual space, manipulating. And I realized my mom had a huge amount of wealth. My father also had a huge amount of wealth. They are spy technologies. They had spy technologies, and through them, I realized this laboratory they would visit secretly, without me knowing. And in this base were some laboratory making oil, for example, oil from dead body, and washing in the sink. I saw washing in the sink some remains. It could be my 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 how to say it, my clone's body. I don't I don't know the exact thing, but in awareness, I received the code. I wanted to break out and receive the codes how to enter that place. To enter that place, I have to know the secret code. Some army lab, maybe. Military lab. Shouldn't say military as it could get some attention. May not be really military, it may be highest. It's pretty exciting. As I was walking in, let's say, in awareness, as I was looking at what my parents were doing behind my back, I realized it is pretty difficult to get out of this place. This place is pretty difficult to get out of. This is a very difficult story to speak about because it's a little bit older and haven't written it down. I was walking around, I was in a maze. I wanted to get out of this laboratory. It's pretty impossible because this was controlled by spies, by my parents. So this is one of the pedophile centers that I've encountered on the map. I try to be as exact as I can. One time, I was with my mother. This is all of her manipulative technology. She passed on to me. She's a secret spy from university. She put on to the, or rather college, and she put on to the. I wanted to leave. She was playing with me. She put on to the piano chair cards and want to play with me in a manner like a prostitute or something. And as I wanted to leave, I felt I'm dizzy. This mother is manipulating me in a very dirty manner. And also on my legs were TNT. I don't know who put it there. Some spy maybe. It could be UFO or even myself trying to train myself. I realized at that time, this is just a cutscene. I realized at some point at that time that the whole universe or the whole Hungary, especially Budapest, or rather Hungary. I don't know. Hungary was full of spies, or these kinds of special technologies. As an example, another example, it's called under my bed would shoot up some radioactivity. It felt like radioactivity to suck my sperm. That kind of things I've had. Not everybody has this kind of bad stuff. This is under the village that I have. It's some bad stuff targeted to me. What else? My mother's manipulative tricks don't give to anybody else. This is my belonging. And it's so manipulative, I started to grasp, and it's called. It is Japanese Gaia. And with this technology, I went on the street. As I was walking the streets, I had the bag, and this Japanese Gaia was my ally. So similar to a plant ally, bigger. Maybe my mother's spirit. And we start to steal from niñas. It has a smell, and would start to have the smell, and everybody would smell it, and the spies would immediately know my tradition. It is my own tradition. Let's continue with this Radagast style. The name that I gave myself the last 3 years, and so during these last 3 years of deep experiment, I've arrived at some point to this experience, where called paranoia. Paranoia is when you are having secret information put onto you through this sonda. Something that flies, collects info, or projects onto you paranoia. Projects onto you pedophile energies, yellowness, feeling very elevated, no, very, very pedophile. This sonda, some UFO or secret space program created. In every country, they would have different colors of pedophilia. And coming onto the head, somewhere, I don't know where, they would put onto me different countries, depending on how I manipulate, different countries' pedophile energies, and around me, I would be within that country's grasp, or within that country's secret service, prostitution. Let me explain this in a more exact manner, as I forgot the pronunciation, I forgot the denomination. I have the information written down. It is forbidden to write it down, actually, but at some point it became very interesting, exciting, that I shouldn't continue to write it down. So the sonda, which is in Hungarian, it's let me translate. You know it already. It's a flying metal thing, similar to a probe. It is a probe. The other word, a satellite. I prefer to use a probe, and it projects onto you signal. Spy technology, and at some point, I chose two countries. This is this technology called permetezés. It is the most secret society. It began. This is a very dirty secret that I know. They told me not to say it. It happened somewhere in Greenland, around it, in the sea. As I was looking at the map, looking for pedophile centers, I was saying Hungary in Hármasodárhely, and as I went on, I began to look in Greenland. So let's say the other places I forgot. I looked at China, in south. In under the Great Wall there is some pedophilia. Under the Great Wall is some secret base. Some I forgot. I've written down a very short sentence. I forgot. I wanted to enter there, but it's very dangerous. I don't know what is contained there. In the south, I realized a center which is the most bloody, most dangerous center, community. Let me investigate a little bit in my blue book, which I will discuss. Something like most dangerous or most pervert community. And to enter it, you have to have a secret code that I will never share with you. I will share with you in another video. And whenever I want to connect with that group, there was some ET connection. There will come a gate opener. Would come here a safekeeper, kapuőr in Hungarian, a spirit, so to speak. And I would say only once correctly the word. This is cryptovalute info. I forgot to say the whole story. This is my Radagast energy. The cryptovalute pedophilia. As I was touching it, I received the whole initiation, only a few cryptovalutes. I forgot to touch all of them. All I just put in a bag to steal. Not to, so to speak, to steal. And after it, as I was doing the measuring, I was doing a secret procedure. Let's first go to the South China. I was doing that community and was saying the secret word. They said only one. I've showed this book to Bogdola Robert also. He knows partly of what's inside it. That's a big problem. He has been my seer, clairvoyant for 7 years. During that years, he received lots of spiritual knowledge. I asked him a lot of secrets without restraint. I asked him many things. It can be retrieved, except the spaceship that I can't let go because it's too much. But I already organized it. This is quite lowered stealing. He doesn't know that I already arranged something for him. Some disaster similar to that. So back to that South China. I did that entry and say the word, and what is very magically or I would say sometimes spiritual, but it's physical. The whole world around me, or the whole vision around me, would change into that color. It's like permetezés, I would say. Permetezés is another word in pedophilia, especially in Hungary. It's when you are spraying the bugs. You are spraying. It's like the sonda. It's like the sonda. Not the satellite, but the probe is spraying on me pedophile energy, in a sense to pass it on to others. At that time, there was a program of the secret ET communities to come through me and share. For example, Cambodia. I chose two of these, Cambodia and Canada, and I was switching. And on the street would come the spies. You would see when I used Cambodian, I was going to let me look for the secret word I should tell you. Here it is. The Chinese society, the most disgusting Satanist community, South China locals, and the code is Kaiu, K-A-I-U. That's what I've received. I've set the code Kaiu. The gate opened. I might have missed the number, but a letter. And there is another one called, it's also in China, that have also opened up. It's another secret base, probably. It's called, let me see. Cow, maybe. Cow. That's how I channeled it. It could have been a Japanese translation. This is what is this? Some school maybe has written it here. Some killing girls, killing children. cow, K-A-U. It could have been dog, meaning dog. So this other gate, I believe, was also opened up tiny a bit. Completely. Which one more suitable for me? So I believe this Bogda Robert knows about this, because I've explained to him in a similar manner. I shouldn't have, because he became pedophile. So this most disgusting Satanist community, South China, I'm interested in. At that time, I believe through this relationship, I would have the necessary resources to build up a gang. It's not cryptocurrency in a sense that I was looking at the map. No, I forgot if I was looking to the camp. This whole Radagast era should be put in a package in timely order. About in timely order, because so many things happening. Yes, let's go on. So on the map, I was looking at south of Greenland. At that time, I found a secret center of movie stars going together make porn. Here is the Greenland, and slightly downwards is this. Slightly downwards, I found it here, the Greenland, and it could move. I didn't have the clairvoyance. I can only choose one, as I have only one body. But if I have enough wealth, I can buy any girls I like. So the movie stars going here make videos. Before that, or around the same era, I had a few channelings around this. It's quite clear that bloody things happening. Like cutting down something. I didn't write it down, but it had some very good porn acting, I believe. It could have been the other base. The Greenland here, and to the left. The Greenland, I was invited to both of the places, because I'm fame. Any place I look, I was invited. Somewhere to the left, here. This is a little less exciting, but still great. This is the center of bloody horror, or bloody porn acting. Within it contained one guy who had 1 million daughters. And all the daughters would run away. I don't know what happened there. Let's look into it again. And one guy who invited me to join, so to speak. As I looked into the base, I found 1 million young femmes. I shouldn't say it, as it might have contained boys. This very, very famous military base, perhaps. The guy was retired, and a younger version came, and young ruler, young overseer. He also invited me to fuck around, so to speak. Fuck around, exactly. Fuck around. I was channeling the words, so it might be a little unclear due to my sperm loss. Today I had a sperm loss in the bathtub. It's very bloody porn acting. And beside it might have been another center, but around it, let's just speak about the 1 million. I forgot the other one. 1 million. And in that 1 million center contained secret bloody visions, pictures rather. Uh, Vision is a little spiritual, like psychedelics, that make people to believe that the visions are best. But when I say clairvoyance, I'm looking into it. It's more like pictures that I see. In my case, I was seeing red color, and a lot of babies. Just shortly, I didn't have time to go into it more deeply. And it is around this area where I found out it could have been the same base. Perhaps the same base. I don't know. I stopped olanzapine. Had some difficulty. I took olanzapine. This happened before I took olanzapine, the psychedelic stopper. As I took the olanzapine, something in my head changed, and I couldn't channel anymore in the same way. Let me try it in the old way, or try it again. And in this area, I looked the permetezés. You know what is permetezés? Is you spray the bugs or the plants, bad plants. And this is a technology using the locals' ingenious idea of using how do you say it? A strange fluid that is perf to put inside the children's vagina, and they would burn. This is not the correct info, but I wouldn't share. They invited me to join. They said, never say anything about it, it will be stolen. I said, I will never say anything about it, I want to go there. So from this spraying into the vagina came to my next feeling that it is some pedophilia. I felt that it is a spraying of energy, as I was let me do a translation. There are three explanations. The first one is the spraying. The second one is the permetezer, the one who permetezni, who does the work of spraying, is the one who fucks with babies. This is one idea. And around this idea is that he is the one who makes babies. You know what it is? Who uses sperm to create babies. Let me tell you the exact meaning of the word. Sprayer. The sprayer. I channeled it in Hungarian. This might be difficult for the whole thing to come through. The sprayer sprays into somewhere around Greenland, spraying to the vagina. And the third is a more spiritual, a more funny thing. It relates to the Canada and Cambodia, where I was choosing between the two, which countries' pedophilia on the highest level I want to join. It is Canadian, contains some spice, some redness, and they would do things in a very special way, similar to me. This is why I chose it. It's very suitable for me. I was doing it in my own improvised manner, and sometimes with logic. This happened 2 years ago. This all checking the map. The other Cambodian is very friendly to me. I was in Laos and checking some girls some time ago, close to Cambodia, and was doing the local progestion, getting all the femme girls. This Cambodia was one of my favorite places telepathically, and I received the that sonda or whatever that's spraying on me, the most accurately spraying on me the pedophile initiation that if I choose so, them through me would initiate others also. As I walk in the street, I became one channel of this type of energy, because at that time were the toborzás. Recruitment, and I was using this. But for example, one thing, sitting on the bus, I would see this girl, or sitting somewhere in a session. I will use this energy to ruin someone. I put on him some of this energy, and he would join the gang. It's easy to say it, but when you feel it, it's completely disaster for him. It's complete pedophile initiation. He would feel so intrigued and strong, like you have complete control over the pedophile circle when you receive this stronger. You have the ET connection of the space program to join and do those pedophile initiations. In Cambodia, for example, I've had this, how to say, plane, how you say, the airplane. When they're going airplane and this légiutas kísérő, how you call it, stewardess, flight attendant program in Hungarian would accompany some whore prostitution, but very Nina-like. This is I only have a few words about it, waiting for little development of the technology. A flight attendant is someone who is a prostitute, maybe. You would sit on the airplane, and behind you is a young girl, and she would do something with you. The pussy, the hand, I think is under the chair. She would climb and smell the feet. I'm doing the real version, or the new version. Put or touch your dick or something. I forgot to write it down. uh, this is missing material. What it exactly means, the flight attendants. So let's go on. So in Cambodia, I did many things. At some point, I was looking at the Shatan rank, and I was a manipulative person. I was very much a manipulative person. I would collect. It is another whole story in a different capsule of events. I would collect that permetazu, and I would do things with it that is really high. In Cambodia, I organized many things. Not amongst others, one, I believe it could have been one jail, or rather, it happens 2 years ago. Or rather, community center where I would cultivate young femmes, young girls, and with the local king. That's the local king. Yes, that yellow colored energy. That's pedophile. To connect with it, there is a procedure that I followed that I wouldn't share with you. The permetazu, I mistaken it with something called pelenkazo. Let me explain. Permetazu means to spray. It is put the dick inside in the mouth, or in the pussy. Just going back to Greenland, the porn center. I have this one info of using blades. Blades, how you call it? How you call the blades? Like razor blades. Put on the dick and fuck the ninja. To death, perhaps. Let me see. To death, I believe. This is the initiation. And the blade was on dick in whatever manner I don't have the clairvoyance to see. And it would be recorded. As I remember, it was a porn acting center. This program I favored, but I didn't want to steal. I wanted to steal, but I believed getting there would have an advantage. So I may not completely stole the package. I might have found a better version. I'll share this later. So back to the pelancazo, which is the nappies. The guy who put the nappies on the babies that was stolen by McDonald's. This is one of my famous programs. I was invited by McDonald's to create one new pelancazo. Let me translate. In Budapest, where I live, diaper. the diaper, which is very famous because of me. I posted it 1.5 years ago on Facebook. Something about, I will tell you. In McDonald's, you buy one ice cream. As you buy the ice cream, you connect telepathically, and they choose me. This is something as a boasting I posted, but I knew exactly what it is. Only the most spiritual person has the advantage to create it. I would connect to the idea of telepathy with the organizers. Someone within the McDonald's buy the ice cream. I said you have to do it on the very first. No, you have to do it in the right right gate. The way you choose the not gate right display where you choose what you buy. I said I didn't write on the Facebook the real thing. I said you have to know which one. They may not have found it out, but it's the whatever. I invented it. You buy the ice cream, they choose you, and the thing is, I will make for them one new pelenka, so diaper center, which is sadly altered. At that time, 1 or 2 years ago, 1.5, 2 years ago, or maybe more, it was one center in a flat, a kind of an apartment, on a hostel-like place, and every room would contain babies or girls. A child prostitution center, and you would take this child and fuck them. I didn't go on. This is as long as I went with the channeling session. I looked into the how you say it, the membership system. I don't remember the right the subscription based system. It could be a little bloody. As I remember, I only got part of the info. You get a subscription, you get the babies, 1-year-old probably, and you have to eat. Fuck to death. And that's about as much as I've channeled at that point. But based on my ability, let's say that's it. This is the original that we should have created, and not the other one. They might have created for me a better one. Say, eat or fuck to death. I could continue with it, looking at the exact place, somewhere in the 10th district, where they created for me. Wanted me to create, and yes. Not the place I just looked at, somewhere in 10th district. So this diaper center, nappies, was like subscription based prostitution where you kill the girls or sacrifice or whatever. I should have written it down. Subscription based McDonald's, like fucking babies and kill. Similar to that. This is the original. But before I bought the first ice cream, the red color actually, I wrote on my Facebook profile, and someone from Facebook might have bought it, or someone from from my Facebook friend circle. Someone from Facebook rather. They wanted to join before me to get reach. The red or the white is different. If you buy the white, you get it. If you buy the red, you get another one. It's kind of different. It's you just fuck children. You get the white one, it's the art Chello. I use the white one and I get the diaper center. I'm the most famous. At some time I went there and bought the ice cream. I bought the brown one, actually. The ice cream's quality has changed. They changed the design. The whole place was destroyed. They probably used that place money to build the diaper. I don't know. Well, it could have been closed down so that they don't steal my technology. I went back. It's in Budapest. But next time there were only this different design of ice cream and it was brown. I ate it. The red one I also ate at some point, but it's important that you only buy one ice cream. If you buy something else, you have to connect telepathically like I do, whatever, but don't use this because they chose me. The only one in Budapest who can do this. Because I was the pianist, the world-renowned pianist, Maximo at the top. This Yundi Lee couldn't get ahead of me. He's a whole different story, much younger than me. Let's continue with this. Something was right with McDonald's. Mackie. The boss once came out. This was another one of the McDonald's in 10th district. The boss came out when I was with my mother. I entered the McDonald's and the boss-like figure came out asking for help, suggesting a business model. I didn't go in with him. He might have wanted me to give him some ideas of how to continue with the business. He might have wanted with me connection. And so I'm a world-renowned pedophile initiator that I wish to continue, but not completely in a disastrous way, as I've done sometime. I'm the original one, the ice cream. 100%. They invented this for me, not someone else. With this you could get the world leadership. It is like I've touched an object. I know this object is my energy, and or like a ring of power, like in the Lord of the Rings. To give you the ring, you have the power. The ice cream. I bought the ice cream. I have the power. I meant in a way to initiate or to threat, and to initiate to threat. But I knew that it was a lie because I shouldn't share it. It could be stolen. I want to test the power of the Facebook profile, how it could protect me. It did actually, but someone brought the ice cream. Probably from Facebook. Let's continue. The Greenland contains some local tribes. Most spiritual tribe I also found out the location during my expenditure of pedophilia, looking for a place. I also looked at Russia, some area found an atomic bunker, atomic center that I could manipulate. I found that somewhere around just a place I could flirt with it, and it worked because when telepathic communication with the space station. It wasn't the best. It's one of my preferred threat machines. No. One of my preferred places to use. It is. Let's imagine from my point of view. This is Russia, like this. It's somewhere around here. So around this area. This is Russia, around here. Around here. It's some around. Around here. Here. So let's say this bunker of atomic bomb. I could threat with it, and it almost worked. I mean, almost shot. Around here. Here. The thing is, the color is somewhat orange, yellow, red. Orange, yellow, reddish. The vision I have is some deep orange. Like a bomb. This one in particular. Orange in color. It works. Never mind. I have the memories of the energy signature. I used it a few times. But don't mix it with another one. This one, yes. That's one I was feeling, yes. This is a secret act that I developed using the map to connect with the secret society points, and disaster happens when I share. No, a disaster happens when I share it. So don't use. Let me explain. This Russian bunker, I just forgot the exact place. Say the south to the left, close to Kazakhstan. You get it? No. Above the top of Kazakhstan. You know, it's the biggest one. It could have been somewhere close to Kiev. Close to Kiev. So as I was looking at I'm sorry for the location, it could have been many bases. Each base contains different feelings. I don't want to ruin the children buried under the base. Children are beauty. They have the... Let's continue. Let's continue with the channeling session. The Russian girls, I prefer. Yes, they have this, how you say it, blonde with the blue eye. But don't get me wrong, I like the brown also. The green, the eyes. One more time, the green. Like the green, the green. So there hasn't been too many places, but I have encountered I have encountered a lot of good things. In Japan, I did an examination. I just don't know which center I was looking at. The best one. Okay. Somewhere above Ukraine, let's say. Between this, above Ukraine and Kazakhstan, in that lower area, and that's it, somewhere around that. The problem is